Hello students, this is your Mr. GST CA Vishnuvardhan. In this video, we are going to see the last minute revision strategy for CA Foundation accounts exam happening in Jan 2025. And of course, all the CA students, sir, for us, any level for that matter, accounts paper is going to be something emotional paper and which is going to be like scoring paper as per all of our understanding. So, how do you tackle this paper? Like, I am going to cover 3 points here. Number one, what are the key areas which you should focus? Number two, what are the sources you should refer? Number three, how to segregate the balanced number of days. I am making this video on 6th Jan 2025 at 11:30 p.m. So in this video, yes, as per this, you have balance time 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. So you are going to write your exam on 12th Jan. So how you are going to use this 5 days is what going to be very crucial for you. Yes. Now please understand, sir, whether 5 days is needed. Technically speaking, 5.5 days is needed for preparing accounts exam. Now please understand that is little bit extra is what my personal opinion. Being your senior who cleared CA and gone through all these levels, so I feel little bit this is more than what is required. So my suggestion is on 7th and 8th, see, for you in CA Foundation, law and maths papers are going to be little bit crucial as per the deciding factors, you know that. So law also you have 3 days holidays before your exam, but maths paper you have just 1 day before the exam, there is 1 day gap. So 7th and 8th, 3 hours and 3 hours. Please read this paper 3 quantitative aptitude, and balance time you can invest for your accounts, so that at least whatever you cannot revise 1 day before the exam in this quantitative aptitude paper, that is maths paper, you just revise here 3 hours on 7th and 8th, this paper 3. Now coming to the main topic, accounts, what should be revised and how it should be done. First of all, coming to the point, sir, day 1 on 7th January, see, day 1 whatever you have to read, see, whatever we are giving is just a overview based upon your speed, etc. There can be little bit plus or minus somewhere 2-3 hours time you can take. So first, as per my opinion, please understand, whatever the syllabus you are having, if you first finish all the small chapters which are important for your exam, you feel like I have covered more number of chapters. So psychologically, yes, there are only less number of chapters to be revised, so that way you will be at a mentally in a balanced state. So first let us knock off all the small chapters which are important for exam. So first, this set, the 5 chapters, BRS, inventory valuation, rectification of errors, depreciation and bills of exchange. If you see in BRS, there are 2 varieties. One is amended cash book and without amended cash book. In that, go through both the varieties, but give little bit of more preference to amended cash book. That means solve 1 or 2 problems extra from amended cash book. It is not like definitely amended cash book will come in the exam, right? So that one. Next, coming to inventory valuation. Inventory valuation, again, stores ledger card, store reconciliation, stock reconciliation problems. These things you please make sure you are thoroughly revising. Next, rectification of errors. Rectification of errors after the trial balance but before the final accounts, and after the final accounts in subsequent years, the rectification of errors. These 2 areas, please have hands-on experience on the problems, all this stuff. And coming to depreciation, focus only on SLM method and WDV method, more than sufficient. And asset disposal method, there is one very good problem. This is the area where most of the students neglect, but still, if they are trying to keep the question paper tricky, they can test this asset disposal method concept. And especially in ICA study material, page number 5.39, the latest one, first question in practical question is really a good problem. If you are thorough with that, it will be a little bit added advantage for you. I repeat, I never meant that question will definitely be tested, but you will have a better edge, right? So that way, with respect to depreciation. Coming to bills of exchange, be thorough with that. But accommodation bill, most of the students will neglect this topic. Please make sure you are going through 2-3 problems of this accommodation bill. Try to be little bit more comfortable with this particular topic, right? So this is what your target for day 1. Now I repeat, here and there plus and minus, some difference may be there with respect to your preparation speed, etc. Now please understand, these topics are from where we have to revise. See, so many questions you might have seen, so much conceptual clarity you have got. Make sure whatever the topics we are discussing, definitely make sure you are solving all the ICA study material book back questions, the latest study material book back questions. Okay, the questions are very crucial for your exam. Next, day 2, the plan should be single entry, of course the important chapter, and single entry give little bit extra preference to conversion method. Okay, single entry is going to be important, of course you know that. And next, the another interesting thing is final accounts. If you prepare final accounts of sole proprietor entities, conceptually it stands little bit similar, not little bit, mostly it is similar to final accounts of NPO. So conceptually, if you are good with final accounts of sole proprietor entities, NPOs will be like a bonus for you, added thing. Only thing, you should have practiced the problems on this. Conceptually, you need not revise anything extra. Okay, so these two concepts study together. Next, the first 2 chapters in your syllabus, the intro and fundamentals of accounting, introduction fundamentals of accountings and accounting process. You know, theory will be tested from these chapters, and please be very much thorough with ICA study material, true or false questions and other book back questions. If you are very much lucky, so there are good chances same questions may be tested in the main exam, right? So that is what with respect to day 2 your target. Okay, next, if you have finished all these things, please understand in 2 days time you have finished entire syllabus except these 2 chapters, partnership accounts and company accounts. For this you have 9, 10, 11 and 12th half day, but you should not feel you should be doing these 2 chapters for entire 2-3 days. Your target should be on day 3 you should be completing these 2 chapters. I repeat, there can be here and there plus or minus 2-3 hours, no problem with that, but it should not be like unreasonably more, right? So day 3 you have a target of completing these chapters, and once you are done with this, see, understand, you have already had a conceptual revision on these things, conceptual clarity you got, and you have hands-on experience. See, every topic in partnership and companies accounts, don't do every problem. In partnership, suppose there are 7 things like goodwill calculation, piecemeal distribution, all that. Every method, go with one problem, one good problem, so more than sufficient. So that way, have some good exposure to ICA study material questions and past exam questions, whatever the materials you are referring, have some good hands-on experience on some selected hand-picked problems by you when you are attending the classes, all the stuff. You know the important last-minute revision problems, something you would have selected, those things you please make sure you are revising. And now, finally, 10th, 11th and half day of the 12th January. See, you should be going through 4 RTPs including Jan 2025. This attempt RTP, please be thorough. And the next MTPs of Jan 2025, you will get 2 MTPs, and again September 2025, you will get 2 MTPs. So here you are covering 4 MTP question papers, 4 RTPs. Still, if you have any time, please go with some other RTPs and some other questions. So the more and more you come across through some new adjustments and good adjustments, it is better. But remember, having conceptual clarity is utmost important while going to the exam. So these are the things which you should keep in mind, and as I told, this is the strategy for your accounts, and we will be coming up with the strategy for law also, how to approach that, and I will be uploading that on the day of accounts exam. So please share this video with your friends, and please be very strong and work hard. These are like the final days which you have been waiting for. So give your 100%, stay healthy, stay positive. Wishing you all the very best. This is yours Vishnuvardhan signing off. Jai Hind.